Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ayub Mustafa bin Muhammad Fauzi from CAAD 2415A, and my number metric is 2022544153. And currently, I'm pursuing my measuring in graphic design. So, my topic will be the impact of misleading advertising in Malaysia. So, let's jump to the video. You might be wondering why I choose this topic as my research studies. Okay, first of all, we need to have better understanding what we should do and what we should not do. As designer, we need to take care of these things because the design uh, are crucial when we publishing something. So especially in these days where sensitivity in design are decreasing and design ethic are so in decline, this will make people to riot, especially in Malaysia, where we have three major races that we need to take care of. So the designer or the business that produce and distribute controversial advertising will have a big problem with this. So to avoid, we need to have a clear understanding what ethic and what we can and what we can't do in design. So before we start any research or anything that related to research studies, we need to do the RQ and the RO. So for my RQ, what I want to question and what I want to try to find is what is the customer perception of misleading copywriting in advertising. The second of all, what is the impact of misleading copywriting in advertising? And after that, we will go to research objective, which is RO, to identify customer perceptions on misleading copywriting in advertising and to investigate the impact of misleading copywriting in advertising. So based on this analysis data that have been gathered through distribution of Google Form, we can see everybody here strongly agree to have a good advertising, not misleading advertising, such as maybe in copywriting or maybe in a image manipulation in the advertising itself. So people are aware and they are not like being lied through sugarcoat advertising that could lead any controversial issues that happen in Malaysia. So, based on the findings and the conclusion that being gathered and being compiled into an answer, the majority of Malaysian actually are increasingly aware of the negative impact of misleading advertising. The participants acknowledge that such practice can lead to a negative perception of company or the product itself. There there is a growing support for legal measures to hold these responsible for false advertising accountable. So the consumer education is very vital to help people to recognize and respond to deceptive advertising. So the designer are urged to uphold ethical principle to avoid reputational damage. The policymakers and businesses should work together to strengthen consumer protection mechanism and promote responsible advertising practice. The study also highlight the importance of considering sensitivity in design due to Malaysia's diverse and multicultural populations. And that is all from me. And I hope people that see this video will have understanding about what you can type and what you cannot type, and what you can design and what you cannot design, because we living in diverse and multicultural country, we need to respect to each other culture. So I have a special thanks to Madam Patricia and all my friends that helped me and develop a good research based on their thought and their opinion. So this is all from me, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.